this video, I'm going to review my Chinese guitar that I bought a couple months back. Chinese Les Paul. Again, it was delivered to my house for $280, and overall I think that's a great value for something that's, I think it's quite well made in my opinion. I'll start from the top, we'll work to the bottom, and I'll tell you what my opinion is on the pieces of this guitar individually. We'll talk about the binding here. It's really tight. It looks pretty good. There's a couple of small flaws that you can see in a couple spots, but overall it looks really nice. Really happy with that portion of the guitar. We got the pick guard here. It's got, I don't know if you can see that in the video. It's a nice pick guard, 4-ply binding. The screw could be set back a little bit farther, but that's not a huge deal in my opinion. The frets, I haven't actually gone through them all to see how correct they are, but they feel good. You know, nice feel to them overall. Not too sharp on the edge. They could use a bit of a dressing, but nothing serious. My fingers aren't bleeding or anything like that. Finish on the guitar I think is fabulous. I really like the paint job these fellows have put on this thing. Maybe the color's not to everybody's liking, but I think it looks great. Sure, it's not Gibson quality. You know, it doesn't have that deep hue finish, but really, I mean, it looks great. It looks great overall. And this one in particular, there's not really that many flaws on it that I can see. Did a great job on that. The weight of it, it's pretty heavy. You know, it's not quite Gibson Les Paul weight, but it's definitely got some beef to it. You know, if you drop this on your foot, you're gonna feel it. That's for sure. It's around 8 pounds-ish, maybe 8.5. I'm not sure exactly. That's what I'm looking at. We got the logo. I like the diamond split logo. You know, it's pretty accurate overall. It's the top of the truss rod cover. You know, maybe it's not 100% perfect. You know, Gibson. I don't know if this is a sticker or what goes on with this, but you know, it's shiny. It looks pretty good. A lot of people are saying, well, you get Gibson on there, you're trying to make it look like you have some kind of expensive guitar when you really don't. From my experience, if you're going to get one of these guitars from China, they're going to put something on the headstock. I've talked to a couple people that tried to order them blank without any writing on it, and invariably it's going to come with something on the headstock. So I think that if you're going to get some kind of words on it, might as well have something that you like other than some Chinese name or Orville or some other crazy brand that they've made up themselves. That's my feeling on that matter. The truss rod cover, it's horrible. Completely, I don't know where they got this thing from, especially since the pick guard is so nice. You'd hope they'd made it from the same material, but they didn't. So I've already gone ahead and ordered one of these. If you can see that. Just a blank cover. I tried to put it on. The screw holes don't fit exactly. I'm going to have to fill in that one, maybe re-drill it. Not a huge deal. Okay, so moving along, the neck. I don't know what kind of shape this is. It has quite a thin taper feel to it, and I don't know if that's because this neck and fretboard aren't supposed to go on a Les Paul or not, but you know, it feels overall it's pretty small. It's comfortable for sure. Again, these markers. Part of the reason I ordered this one is because I thought it was pretty cool to have the split parallelogram markers. I really like that. Don't have a guitar that has those on it, so I was pretty happy that they came. They look pretty good. Not sure what they're made of, but you know, it's alright. The bridge and tailpiece, they're not bad. They're you know, Epiphone-like. Maybe they are Epiphone, I don't know. I measured everything from top to bottom, and everything pretty much, as far as I can tell, measures to Epiphone specs. The spacing, you know, the nut width, everything. It's pretty much Epiphone specs. So wherever they're getting these pieces from, they're pretty much all the same, as far as I can tell. The knobs, I ordered some new knobs. Nothing really wrong with these ones. I just didn't like the color of them. Now some people are complaining that some of these guitars are mounted, you know, the knobs are mounted off. And I was actually in a few guitar shops over the weekend, and now that I've looked closely, you wouldn't believe how many are not straight at all. From Epiphones to even some Gibson Studios that I saw, you know, they were all over the place. So, you know, now that I look at it, this is not too bad actually overall. Let's see, the jack on the bottom is pretty good actually. It's nice and tight. Not much I can say about that. The nut is not good. I haven't been able to get the action where I want it on this guitar. It's really buzzy. And I think it's because it's cut too deep. The slots are way too deep. So I'm going to switch that out for sure. I've already ordered the part. I don't know if you can see that. Never tried one of these before, but they come recommended. The switch, it doesn't work. Well, it works, but it cuts out. The middle position only plays once in a while. And I don't know if it's dirty inside, maybe not, couldn't tell you. But I've already ordered a whole wiring harness for the inside of this, so I can split the coils with the push-pull, so I might as well get a new switch while I'm at it instead of just trying to clean it out, which, you know, might have been possible. So the electronics on the guitar, they're not that good, I have to say. For your average person, maybe you don't mind, but you know, once you crank up the gain on an amp, they get really muddy. It's not a good situation. So I've already gone ahead, ordered some wiring again, ordered some a couple of pickups. Here's one of them that's already come in the mail. The DiMarzio Super Distortion. So that should take care of that for now. And after that, I'm probably going to do the tuner, so I'm going to see what happens after I replace the nut, but I'm having trouble keeping this in tune, and I don't know if it's because of the nut or not, but we'll find out about that. If not, no big deal. I'll pull them off. These are supposedly Grovers. I have a hard time believing that they're genuine since they feel just slightly loose, not quite what you'd expect. So we'll fill in with a couple more sound clips. Again, I'll just put a couple clean channels on, just play around with a little bit. The intention is to compare it to when I put the new pickups in. I've got, besides the Super Distortion, I got a 36th anniversary PAF coming for the neck. So we'll see what that sounds like after. Other than that, any questions, let me know. I mean, a lot of people are wondering, should I get one? Should I buy one? If you can do some of the work yourself and, put the parts in, I think it's worth it. If you're not brave enough to do that, I don't think it's probably worth it. Unless you're happy with a guitar that sounds kind of junky. You're going to have to replace some of the parts invariably. Whether it's necessary or not is up to you, and how much you want to spend is also up to you. There's people that do it for cheap, and there's some people that spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but you can probably get a really good Epiphone or even a used, say, Les Paul Studio for what you're looking to put in to make one of these sound decent. So that's always something to keep in mind. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. I'm pretty happy, and cheers.